Hi, it's Mike Pearson from Bremont Watch Company with Mywatchlifestyle. Pearson. I'm the director for North America for Bremont Watch Company. I've been in the industry for just over a decade now, and I've started really by loving watches, and I was working away, traveling a lot, working for a company owned by LVMH, promoting watches and jewelry, and actually started by being asked to work for a smaller company. And about 6 years ago I left that company and started to work with Bremont, who were quite new in the US at that time. And we've grown ever since. It's been one heck of a ride, that's for sure. The history of Bremont's quite interesting. It's obviously a British brand. This is not a made-up accent. It's owned by two brothers, Nick and Giles English. Their dad was a Royal Air Force pilot. He loved collecting old cars, planes, boats and bikes, and obviously that ran into their lifestyle as well. So they started to fly. They became pilots and actually were sponsored through university by the Royal Air Force. In '95, tragically, their father passed away in an accident, and from that minute, they really wanted to leave a legacy. They wanted to make something really special and make it in the UK, and that was in watches. And a lot of people remember that the UK had a very, very large part to play in the watch industry, but it had kind of died away. So in 2002, they started to build the watches, and they wanted to make them a bit differently as well. So Bremont really started from their father's passion of great quality, lovely vintage style, classic style, and Nick and Giles really carried that on into the industry. And now we make everything in the UK. The movements are coming, but it's quite interesting, the different partnerships that we've got. Yeah, doing very well. The Swiss industry is obviously what everybody knows. Everyone calls it the Swiss watch industry, and obviously they make it in an incredible way. And they've been going now 50, 60, 70 years in the way that we know it. But the industry was not just Swiss back in the day. The UK had a massive part to play in it, with 60% of the modern watch really developed in the UK. I mean, I've lived in America for almost a decade now, and if you look at the old railroad watches, if you look at the old aviation style watches, the pocket watches, incredible. Germany, France, Spain, Italy. And so for us, it's not like we're trying to differentiate ourselves by not being Swiss. We're just trying to be British and try and make things differently. So you can see that when you hold a Bremont watch, how it's made and how it's put together. Independent brands to the large watch brands is quite an interesting thing, and I think it all depends on the brand. Nick and Giles are very personable people. They really only want people to work for them who are that kind of personality as well. So if, say, you bought a watch from a customer or from a retailer that we know, like right now we're in Philadelphia, our retailer Martin Pooley in Manayunk, great guy, but if you've got a problem or if you just want to celebrate that you bought the watch, you know you can contact me and I will always look after you. And we hope that that kind of comes across in customer service, attention to detail, and also when you hold the watch as well, you know that we only make 8,000 watches a year. So when you're holding a watch like that and you know that every single watch has been made by a team of 20 people in the UK, you've got something unique, quite special, quite intimate, and not everybody's got that as well. So your personality should wear what suits you. In Philadelphia today with Redbar crew. Obviously Martin Pooley, as I mentioned, is hosting us in his lovely, lovely bar, which is how Redbar should be. Good drinks, good food, more than anything, no matter what you wear. Obviously I'm working for Bremont and there's a focus of that tonight, but I'm a big fan of the Redbar crew and its ideals. No matter what you wear, if it's a $50 watch to a $1 million watch, you can come into your local Redbar if you seek it out, and you can throw down on the table, take pictures of other people's watches and celebrate the industry. For me, to come to different Redbar crews, I get a chance to meet different collectors, show them Bremont as well, because obviously it's a different platform to put it online, but you get to meet good people. And that's really what we celebrate. It's good people buying cool things, and hopefully they get to understand who we are as well. So what's next for us is to make everything in the UK, and that's movement as well. So for us to be able to make all the cases at Silverstone Racetrack in the UK, assemble them in Henley, and then also be able to put the watches together with a British movement in the next 3 years, hopefully, that would be absolutely incredible. And so for us as a brand, build as many watches as we can sell, obviously. We don't make many now, but if we can grow to a point where we can make some good profit and keep making more and more in the UK, which is where the profit goes into, we can develop something really special. And a British movement, a British caliber, British complications for Nick and Giles is definitely one of the main goals of the brand. But to have a British watch for the first time in 60, 70 years built on our shores would be incredible. But not about flying the flag, just doing something of luxury, something different would be quite special indeed.